Brad, just your thoughts on being able to get a sweep here at home?
Yeah, it was tough. It was scratched and clawed both games. Thought our guys did a good job in the third period to kind of play kind of a 200-foot game to get momentum, and the way we closed it out. Penalty kill was good in the third period. Took a couple penalties, and they did a good job of killing. And Liddy Pearson did a good job tonight, especially in the second, to make a couple of key saves for us. So, yeah, it was a tough weekend in the fact that we had to battle a little adversity. There's some illness going around our group, and a couple guys nicked up a little bit. And proud of the way our guys responded tonight after last night.
Owen was not feeling well, or what was his?
Yeah, it was an illness. It
yeah.
wasn't an injury. It was just an illness. And there's some guys in the locker room that were low on energy in there, but battled through it as well. And proud of those guys. And it's that time of the year, and you're going to have to get through it here. And rest and recovery is going to be a big thing.
What are your thoughts on Reese's game tonight?
Yeah, he was one of the guys that wasn't feeling well either. He's such a leader. He's on the bench and he can barely get words out talking. His voice is kind of gone, and he's barking all the time, trying to rally the troops. And one thing I said to these guys too was he's noted for scoring goals and making great plays, high end offensive plays, but his play away from the puck, his tracking, his defensive qualities, his willingness to block shots, it sets a bar for our team, and he couldn't have a better captain doing that. So again, high accolades for him, because I thought despite him not feeling the greatest this weekend, I thought he did an outstanding job.
That line was really good last night. Now all of a sudden you have to come back and take the first line center out and put someone in, but it seemed like they still didn't matter for them. They still delivered some goals.
100%. And you know what, when we always talk about a team to have success, depth is a big deal. And when you look at it, Owen McLaughlin, one of our top line centers, Jake Schmaltz, top line center, both out. And now you put Ben Strinden back in the middle again. I thought he did a really good job tonight. And that's the thing is good teams have really good depth. And tonight it showed by guys stepping in. Even I thought Dane Montgomery and Jackson Kuntz and Griffin Nuts, that line gave us some really good minutes and scored a big goal for us, and proud of those guys as well.
Bennett Smolik, I think this weekend had 10 blocks plus 5.
Dylan Simpson's rubbing off on him, I guess. Huh?
Yeah. Well, what is it about? Why is he able to block so many shots?
I think just I don't know. Some guys have a knack of just the technique and timing, because it's tough sometimes to have a skill to do it instead of just trying to get in front of a puck. There's a skill to it. He has a knack for doing it and being very good at it, and a willingness to do it as well. And I saw on the penalty kill there was a couple that came right at him, and he was fearless, just getting in front. And I go back to the days of Matt Green and Matt Jones and some of those guys that were on our team that would fearlessly get in front of those pucks too. And it's nice to have a guy that is willing to do that, because everybody brings something different to the table in our team, and that's something that he does a great job of.
Does he have some similarities to the guys you met, like the D-core with Jones, Green, and Schneider and those guys?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. And you always want to say kind of a throwback side of it, because in this day and age, the game's so fast and players are so talented. Sometimes it's tough to get in those shot lanes, but like I said, he has a willingness, and he has a knack of the timing side of getting in there, and it's a big deal. We notice that on the bench, guys start clapping their sticks on the boards and get fired up when he does that, and again, that's all part of a winning team, having guys that are willing to do that.
So you guys are on a long home stretch here. I think 10-12 at home. Just your thoughts on being able to get some momentum. Maybe you're started out with a couple wins.
Yeah, it's huge. You always worry, when you play, especially a couple back-to-back weekends on the road, about coming home. And, we used two words this weekend about consistency and complacency. The ultimate compliment you can get as a player or as a team is you're consistently a good team. You play the same way. And conversely, on the other end of the spectrum, it's complacency. If your success goes to your head and you get complacent. And I didn't think we were complacent. We were a little bit loose in some categories this weekend, but we had the battle level. Like even last night, we battled back and when the game wasn't going the right way. And tonight in the third period again. And that's, you're playing NCHC hockey. It's not a perfect night every night. Like, you're going to have good teams you're playing against, and it's about playing with consistency versus complacency.